Women's FIDE Grand Prix Series being played in Khanty-Mansiysk, Russia from April 7th to April 22nd, 2014. I don't think the women get nearly enough credit they deserve. This is one of the Grand Prix series of tournaments leading up to the challenger for the current Women's World Champion. Great chess. Don't miss any of this action. And here's a picture of Katerina Lagno. Extremely good player, smart, classy, and I know it sounds chauvinistic, but she's amazingly cute. Hi folks, John Cordisco back again. This is the Women's FIDE Grand Prix 2014. This is round one between Zhao is white and Katerina Lagno is black. Katrina's from the Ukraine. Don't tell anybody, but I got a secret crush on Katerina Lagno. Oh well. Anyway, folks, this is round one. This is a series of Grand Prix tournaments to lead up to the Women's World Championship, very similar to the men's cycle. Let's go through it. It's going to be a Grunfeld. I also wanted to mention at the end of the video is a short edited press conference between the two players. Give you an idea what they were thinking. E3, knight f6. Zhao goes d4. Katerina, or I should say Katerina, excuse me, castles. Bishop e2. C takes d. Knight takes d. I just have to say, I say a little kiddingly, I have a crush on her, even though I like her a lot. She's a really class act. She's nice. She's shy. She's very competitive at the same time. It's an interesting mix. She's married to a French grandmaster. I forget his name. He has a little 3-year-old boy. She's a class act. I like her a lot. D5, castles, pawn takes, bishop takes. Right now the score is pretty much dead even. I've got my Fritz 13 computer off screen. Like I said, this is not the most exciting game in the world, but I got a little heart crush on Katerina Lagno, so I'm going to do a game with her. A6, A4. That one maybe Queen E2 might have been a little bit better for white. A4, because after Queen E2, E5, Knight B3, E4. And that's an even game, but that pawn's a pain in the behind on E4. After A4, Queen to C7. Bishop comes all the way back to A2. Rook to D8, pinning the knight on D4. Bishop, take the pin off. If she had gone Queen to E2, Katerina would have been probably Bishop to D7. I think it's a good move. After Bishop to D2, E5. Now, the computer calls for that. Actually, right now, Katerina, as black, has almost a pawn advantage, which is really unusual because she has two minor pieces yet undeveloped, but she's got so much central control on that rook on the D file. I think that's what gives her the advantage. Knight to F3, the knight comes back. Knight C6, and most of her advantage goes down for black. Computer really liked, to be honest with you, Bishop G4, just to get the bishop out and pin the knight. After Bishop G4, E4, Bishop takes. Queen takes is terrible because the rook will take the bishop on D2, so pawn has to take, and knight to C6. And I think black's very comfortable here. After knight to C6, knight to G5. That's the move that Katerina said she completely missed. I don't think it's the end of the world for her, but I think psychologically, I think she mentions at the end of the press conference, I basically didn't think about the rest of the game after I missed that move there. She makes the right move. Rook to F8. Rook to C1. And I'll be honest with you, it's only a third of a pawn less advantage for white. So, but this happens to you psychologically when you don't see a move like that that's so obvious. You get frustrated and aggravated, and that clouds your judgment and your thinking capacity. So she goes e4. Knight takes. Knight takes. Knight takes e4. Now the computer calls for bishop to f5. Get the bishop out. Hit the knight at the same time. And this is where she makes a mistake, I think. Bishop b2. After bishop f5, knight g5, rook a d8, and I think she can hold on here. So the rest of the game is pretty tough for her. Queen to c2. Bishop g7. She brings the bishop back. It's a 2-point advantage now for white. And like I said, psychologically, it's tough to come back when you miss something like that. Bishop b4. Good move. Good move there, of course. As you can see, the knight can't take. Lose the queen. Rook d8. Forcing the rook to move. Knight to g5. I think that was the knight to g5 move, excuse me, not the previous move, knight to g5 move, that she just didn't see. And she was completely off kilter. When you move something that obvious, it's hard for you to come back. She probably should go rook to d7 here. Or maybe even bishop f5. Bishop f5 isn't the greatest move, but what else is there? e4. What to do now? What to do? What to do? Queen f4. Going after the knight at the same time. Knight takes. She's in a world of hurt right now. World of hurting. I mean, you've got this pressure. You've got this pressure. And the bishop's here as well. The king's in a really bad spot. Game's basically over. She goes through the motions here. Queen f6. Queen takes b7. Rook d8. Knight to g5, discovered check. King to h8. Knight takes c4. D rook takes e4. Queen takes. White's up a piece and a pawn with a hell of a position. h5, a5, queen g5, bishop f7, and that's it, where Katerina Lagno from Ukraine resigns. It's too bad. She took it very well. If you watch the video from the tournament website, the look on her face, she's a class act, professional. To finish out what would happen after queen takes, rook c6, rook takes, queen takes, you're down a whole rook. It's over. So tough break for Katerina. Round 1 of the Women's FIDE Grand Prix 2014. I hope you enjoyed it. There'll be other games coming up from the Women's Grand Prix as well. I don't think they get nearly enough credit as the men do, and they deserve more. And hopefully they will get more. If you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the first press conference, Women Grand Prix in Khanty-Mansiysk. And we have the first decisive game between Zhao and Katerina Lagno. The game was quite sharp, and can you tell us what happened today? Уважаемые дамы и господа, мы рады приветствовать вас на женском этапе Гран-при в Ханты-Мансийске. Первая партия завершилась победой Жао Ксю, китайской шахматистки. И, пожалуйста, скажите о том, что случилось сегодня.
Okay. Today I'm very lucky. Okay, because the opening is nothing special. It's maybe equal. I play some simple and easy plan. So, but I think after the opening, Katie made a big mistake.
Думаю, что после дебюта я сделала большую ошибку. Катя говорит, нет, ты была действительно, тебе повезло сегодня.
So really,
so we can check.
Yeah, we can check. Here, okay, this is, I think it's a simple plan. Maybe black is better, I'm not sure. Here, I think e5 may better.
Мне кажется, что после e5, наверное, у черных даже лучше.
Before I plan knight back to e2, but the d3 square is very weak. I'm not sure.
d3 очень слабая.
But
Katya, did you consider this e5?
Yes, somehow I just totally missed knight g5 plan. That's why
я пропустила план с конь g5.
Yeah, bishop g4.
Yes, here I think I'm still okay after bishop g4.
Yes.
После слон g4 у меня все хорошо.
I don't know who is better actually.
Сложно понять, у кого лучше.
Bishop g4, I plan play to queen c2. So.
После слон g4 я думала пойти ферзь c2.
I can take f3, knight c6 is already.
Yes.
Bishop g4 is.
Yeah. Plan is queen c2.
Ферзь c2.
Okay, I take f3.
Take. Okay, I think take. Maybe I'm better.
Knight c6.
Yeah, knight c6. Maybe knight e4.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe knight e4.
Playable, yeah.
Yes, it was playable. Maybe I should not take him here.
Oh no.
Just here, knight c6 also was possible.
Here is no finish.
Knight g5, right? No?
Yeah.
Knight b4, no? Knight g5, knight b4 is okay.
Knight b4. If I play knight f7?
To comment after this this knight g5, rook f8, well...
Yeah, a little worse.
На самом деле здесь нечего комментировать после конь g5.
No, e4 is still, yes, e4 I don't know why
I
was so disappointed that I missed this knight g5. The only idea white wants to play here is to play knight g5 and I missed it, so I don't know, it's really just...
Yeah, queen b6 better as...
Я пропустила конь g5.
Everything but not e4.
Yeah, e4 looks like...
Я была очень расстроена после того, как пропустила ход конь g5, поэтому уже e4, но это как бы после ошибка, которая последовала после этого.
Yeah, after this, I think maybe Water got some clean better position because the king side is a little weak.
No, but here is nothing to comment really. Just 1,000 ways to win after. I mean here. Yes, here. I just continued to play, but I think there were too many ways to win. So
Really?
yes, for me the game stopped here after e4. I don't know. I didn't see how to.
Для меня партия закончилась. What were you doing all these months before, since your last tournament, and how did you prepare for this Grand Prix event? Как ты готовилась к этому турниру? Чем занималась?
Well, I was taking care of my son.
Я занималась своим сыном в это время. I think you haven't played since Warsaw. Yes,
Yes, maybe that's why I have missed this knight g5 because I hope because there is no another explanation because I wasn't concentrated at all during the game and well I hope it's because of that, but we will see what will happen next.